Let me first tell you a story. Karan was someone who frequently ordered food from restaurants, while Krishna consistently opted for home cooked meals. Surprisingly, traces of microplastics were discovered in both their bloodstreams. How could this be? In Karan's case, the hot food delivered to his home often arrived in plastic containers, leading to the absorption of microplastics into the food and consistently into his body. Conversely, for Krishna, microplastics were found in leafy vegetables, likely absorbed from water used to irrigate the plants, or in the fish he consumed. In either scenario, the plastic had already infiltrated the food chain. Researchers in Japan have confirmed that microplastics are present in clouds as well. And how does this affect the planet? We are yet to know on that. Microplastics are also now endangering the preservation of archaeological sites. A study published by New England Journal of Medicine suggests a potential link between microplastics and the heart attacks or strokes. Over half of the patients with carotid artery disease had microplastics in their arteries, increasing their risk of cardiovascular events. Microplastics have been found in Arctic ice and Mariana Trench, indicating global dispersion and various risks. But what exactly are microplastics? Microplastics are tiny fragments of plastic with a length of less than 5 mm, which are produced as a result of plastic pollution and are found in the environment. Cosmetics, synthetic garments, plastic bottles, and bags all contain microplastics. Several of these products easily travel via garbage and contaminate the environment. These tiny particles of plastic are distinguished into two categories: primary and secondary. Primary microplastics are intentionally manufactured to be added to some products like synthetic clothing, tires, body care products, and so on. Secondary microplastic represents the vast majority. These are larger plastic fragments such as bottles, plastic bags dispersed into the environment. If not disposed properly, light and oxygen awaken the plastic and cause them to break down into microplastics. We often hear that plastic takes hundreds of years to decompose. But is that the only problem? No, it affects the human being's health as well. Microplastics pose potential risk to human health through various mechanisms, including ingestion and accumulation in gastrointestinal tract, absorption of toxic chemicals, inflammation of respiratory tracts, and tissue damage in the gastrointestinal tract, disruption of gut microbacteria, respiratory health concerns via inhalation exposure, accumulation and biomagnification in the food chain, endocrine disruption due to chemicals like phthalates and BPAs, and potential effects on the blood brain barrier, which could lead to neurotoxicity and neurological disorders. These tiny plastic particles found in the environment raise concerns about their impact on human health, emphasizing the importance of reducing plastic pollution and mitigating human exposure to microplastics. There are multiple initiatives already undertaken to mitigate microplastics in the environment. Clean Sea campaign by UN Environment Programme was launched in 2017. It aims to break humanity's addiction to unnecessary and avoidable plastic. Trash Free Waters program, run by the Environmental Protection Agency, is reducing the volume of trash entering our waters. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, launched by Indian government in 2014, aims to eliminate open defecation and improve solid waste management. Plastics Pact was launched by the UK government, and it's a waste and resource action program. National Plastics Plan was launched in Australia. EU has a plastic strategy as well. Canada's Zero Plastic Waste Initiative is one other such program, and China has its own program called Action Plan for Prevention and Control of Marine Plastic Pollution. You must be thinking, what can you do as an individual? Here are some steps. You can stop buying hot food in plastic containers, reduce the use of plastic packaging and promote plastic reuse, carry your own water bottle instead of buying bottled water, ditch the cling film wraps, avoid plastics in party decorations, use plastic free tea bags, sort plastic waste at source for recycling, avoid cosmetics that use microplastics, avoid polyester and nylon fabric, and encourage reuse and recycling. The fight against plastic pollution starts with each one of us. Simple changes in our daily habits can make a world of difference. Remember, every action counts. Let's work together for a cleaner and greener future.